you need a hand with anything around here?
I certainly do. After what happened, I don't know where to begin. Throw out everything that's burnt, hire new stable boys. But why bother? There's just no point anymore. Especially since no one will buy from me. Our best customer was Sir Divish of Talmberg. He paid handsomely for our horses. But now my husband is... Now he's been murdered. His lordship has stopped buying. Although we still breed excellent steeds.
Then why would he stop buying from you?
I don't know, really. But maybe you could find out? Take our dabbled grey and show him to his lordship. He's a fine steed. A bit of a devil, but fast as the wind. That ought to convince Sir Divish.
But how? Do you want to race?
Race? I can't go running around like a March hare just to win some custom. I've got my dignity.
No, not you. A horse race. The winner will determine who Sir Divish buys from.
Ah, I see. And I was afraid I'd have to try and outrun people half my age with these old aching knees of mine.
All right, I'll go and ask Sir Divish. Maybe I can find out what's going on.
That would be very kind of you, lad. Please send him my respectful greetings. Goodbye.
This one is from Neuhoff. Take good care of him for me.
Greetings. What do you need?
My lord, I bring greetings from Smill's widow, Zora, mistress of the Neuhoff stud farm.
Zora. The poor woman, to lose her husband in such a terrible way. How can I help her?
She sends her respects and would like to ask, if you don't mind, why you stopped buying horses from her.
I take my horses from Uzits now. It's no reflection on Zora or her people, but it was clear to me after the tragedy at Neuhoff that the stud farm would never recover. I'm not inclined to buy my steeds from a stud farm run by a woman. You can understand that, can't you? Being a stable master is a man's work.
Her horses! They're beautiful, powerful animals, my lord. Impeccable hooves, strong teeth, clean ears. You certainly won't get any better from Uzits.
You do seem to know a great deal about horses. If what you say is true, then I have an idea. We'll hold a horse race, and whoever's horse fares better, that's who we'll buy from. I hope you will carry the Neuhoff colors.
It looks that way. I've already bought the horse.
Splendid. Tell my stable master about my decision. Meanwhile, I'll send word to the riders from the other stables around. Let's make a proper show of it. Good luck.
I'm honored that a
Sir Divish has sent me about the race.
race?
Yes, I'm to tell you he wants to arrange a horse race. He will send word himself to the other stables and riders in the area.
It's true, no one's raced the Talmberg track for ages. And the folk around here could use a bit of excitement. But what's your part in this?
Actually, Mistress Zora sent me. She wants his lordship to start buying her horses again.
Zora? She's from the Neuhof stud, ain't she?
Yes.
I hope with all my heart you win. After what's happened to Zora, she deserves some luck. Do you know the rules of the race?
I do.
All right, but a race like that will take some time to arrange. Bring the dappled grey tomorrow to the gate of the Outer Bailey at noon. The start will be there.
All right, thanks.
Take care.
Welcome! I welcome you all to the Great Talmberg Horse Race, where the best steeds and riders in the land will compete to see who's fastest. Fate and fortune won't decide the winner here today. Horsemanship, knowing the lay of the land, and quick wits will bring victory. But I won't hold things up any longer. Competitors, prepare yourselves. Ready, steady, go!
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Have a look at those.
Yeah. 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 Duh!
Mushroom, apples, carrots,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Go, go,
Yeah.
go!
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And here's our champion. A very impressive ride, Henry. Truly. And on a horse from Neuhoff. It seems I'll have to reconsider where I get my horses from.
Are you going to buy from Zora then?
I'd be insane not to. You've proven to me the exceptional nature of her horses. Please send her the news with my greetings.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you. I'll pass your message on to her.
Good morning.
That race, it was quite something.
So the race is over? Tell me, please, how did it go?
Not good. Terrible. Atrocious, really. Zora, prepare for the worst.
Mother of God, what am I to do?
Alas, you'll need to begin anew. Because Sir Divish wants to buy your horses.
Why, I ought to wring your neck, you rat. That's not the kind of joke you play on a woman of my age.
Congratulations, Zora.
Thank you, lad. But how can I ever pay you back? Wait, I've got it.
You'll get the best saddle to be had in the whole province. Smill had it made in Kuttenberg.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's you I owe thanks to, lad.
Here's your share.
My share of what? What the hell are you on about?
Well, that thing with Thomas, somehow his ring ended up with us.
Are you out of your tiny mind? If anyone finds out you robbed him, we'll all be fucked.
Take it easy. It wasn't theft exactly. We all know he stole that ring himself. So if it comes out, he'll be in the shit too. He'll keep his mouth shut.
Where'd you find someone willing to buy and not ask too many questions?
It wasn't easy. Then Fritz thought of Andrew.
Andrew?
The innkeeper here. They say all sorts of things about him.
And how did it go with him?
Well, first he didn't seem too keen. But when he saw the ring, he bought it off us. Actually, I'm not surprised. After all, we spend all the money on booze here anyway.
What now? What will you do next?
Now that you mention it,
Out with it then. What have you thought up now?
I can't help myself. It's force of habit. We tried to be good at Sassau.
And it didn't work.
Exactly. We broke our backs working in the mill.
While you eyed up the miller's daughter.
And they drove us out. The only worthwhile thing we did recently was give that wastrel a thrashing, take his ring, and sell it to Andrew.
I'm not sure I like where you're going with this.
And where's that? No one in the country gives a damn about the law. And if we knock some thief over the head in the woods, or ambush some wagon with supplies for Sigismund's soldiers, I won't lose any sleep over it.
Those swine deserve even worse. But that's what Sir Hanush is here for, isn't he? What can we do?
Wake up, for Christ's sake! It's war! They skewered your parents, didn't they? They fucking burnt down our fucking village, didn't they? Don't you give a damn about that?
No, I do.
And now, there's a herd of swine ransacking Skalitz. Those fuckers are trampling over the ashes of Jeremiah, and Desmond, and Siegfried, and Tristan.
Let's chop those bastards to pieces, one after the other.
I can't let it go, Hal. Even if I have to do it on my own, I'll put the fear of God into those bastards.
You won't be alone.
I knew we could rely on you, Hal. I knew it.
So, what's the plan?
Well, I thought Andrew the innkeeper here could help us, but he's nervous. Best ask Fritz. He sorted out selling the ring, and he knows Andrew better.
All right, I'll do that.
Hey, how'd you get...
Why do we need Andrew at all? Without him, there'll be more left for us.
In case you haven't noticed, everybody and his brother goes through this thing. Andrew knows everything that goes on in the county. And we'll have to fence the loot somewhere, and that's no easy matter.
I hear you've got a plan to fleece the local villains.
Be nice, wouldn't it? Otherwise we soon won't have a pot to piss in.
And the innkeeper here could lend a helping hand.
Exactly.
So what's the problem?
He reckons we're not up to it. You should try and talk him into it. You were always good at that. Oh, and tell him I sent you, so he doesn't send you packing.
Do you know how I might set about convincing Andrew?
Mention money.
That's all.
Aye. Our friend the innkeeper's as greedy as they come.
See you later.
How are you?
Fritz sent me. I'd like to talk about...
Ah, would like some wine from my cellar? I have it right here, in the back.
That's right. Show me the way.
Good day. So, Fritz sent you, did he?
Aye. This was his idea.
Look, lad, I'm fond of Fritz. I knew his old man, but Matthew, he's insane. Robbing people.
Only those that deserve it.
And you think his lordship won't mind? Have you any idea the kind of shit you can get into? I don't believe you're up to it.
Why don't you believe us? There's plenty of coin in it, and almost no risk for you.
So, there'd be a share in it for me, eh?
A handsome one.
We'll see if you're up to it. You'll need a disguise.
What disguise?
Use your head. You can never be sure no one will see you.
Yeah, that's true. We'll have to put on some other clothes, or...
Dress up as humans.
What?
It's obvious, isn't it? Everyone knows they're looting. If someone's robbed by humans, no one will investigate.
That's true. But I'll have to get some human clothes.
A captain's. And 3 sets of them.
What?
On account of the helmets. No one will recognize you with them on.
And where the hell am I supposed to get it?
There's gangs of humans around Skeletons. I've got a good idea where to find them from. Passers-by.
I'm supposed to attack a human camp.
A minute ago, you were full of yourself. And now, all of a sudden, you've lost your nerve.
But the whole fucking camp.
Scouts are deserters. Most likely the ones who are trying to skive off or take easy pickings. And even humans have to sleep.
I've got them. 3 full outfits.
What? Everything?
Whole bloody lot.
Well then, let's see how you look in it.
Oh. Is that it? It's a bit...
Ordinary?
Are you serious? I got it straight from the fucking humans.
Oh, it's not exactly, terrifying, is it?
It's about as frightening as my aunt's speckled hen.
They just don't look much like a human to me.
Have any of you actually seen a cumin?
What? Do you mean close up?
Don't be daft.
Miramir's described them many times.
Everyone knows humans are monstrous. They're barbarians. Pagans.
Whereas you look like a little boy playing at soldiers.
And just who the hell is Miramir?
He's a regular in my tavern. He works as a caravan guard, and he knows what he's talking about. He's been eye to eye with a human, and he's lived to tell the tale. You can ask him yourself.
Nah, what do they know?
Oi, Henry. Take that ridiculous thing off before anyone sees you, eh?
Here.
God bless. Can I help you?
They tell me you've seen a lot of humans. They say you'd recognize one even in the dark.
I certainly would. Buy me a drink and I'll tell you stories that will make your hair.
Here you go.
Thanks. What's your name anyway?
Henry.
Anyway, not long ago, I was escorting a goods caravan all the way from Vienna, when all of a sudden, a terrible storm came down.
Enjoy it.
Hail, lightning, snow, the works.
Snow. In summer.
Don't interrupt. Oh, where was it? Oh, that's right, the storm. We straight off the path. Couldn't see the ground beneath our feet. And all of a sudden, we heard singing. In the distance, we saw a fire in the clearing, with malevolent creatures ranged around it, singing demonic songs.
Enjoy it.
These malevolent creatures didn't mind the snow. Wouldn't they have preferred to sing somewhere warm?
Be quiet. Anyway, as if in a trance, we walked towards the fire. And at that moment, we saw them. Were those hideous creatures monsters or demons, you ask? No. They were humans. And a bunch of infants crying and sneaking.
So, someone was feeling the cold. I'd have been shivering too.
Got it, Pete?
Snow doesn't do me any good, especially in summer.
And those devilish creatures were drinking the blood of babies and fornicating with she-devils. We stood there paralyzed with fear until I, and I alone, managed to break out of the spell. I can tell you, I never ran so fast in my life. I was the only one to escape. Since that time, I've been able to do nothing but sit here. I can't work since that awful shock. I'm probably still under a spell.
Yeah, undoubtedly. Probably a spell of laziness. Listen, Milamir, what you just said is complete and utter bollocks from start to finish.
What the hell would you know about it, peasant?
I'm from fucking Skalitz. I watched those bastards butchering my kith and kin with my own eyes.
You might have said that before. I could have saved the yarn for someone who'd appreciate it.
Where did you hear this nonsense? Who's been spreading all these rumours about how frightening the humans look?
Oh, the people from around these parts. Brown, the charcoal burner told me about them. He lives in the woods near here. Then there's Olener, the wife of the Talmberg fisherman. And young Vashek, a stable boy at the stud farm in Ushitz. He saw them too. See you later.
God.
They say you know what humans look like.
I do. Once when I was going alone through the dark woods.
That's of no interest to me.
But...
Look, save the tall tales to impress the wenches. I'm not interested.
Well... They're decked out in raven feathers because...
So a black hen would do.
But that wouldn't have magical powers.
Right.
See you later.
I'm glad.
I hear you can tell me something about humans.
No, sir. My master would whip me for telling tall tales again. But really, it's all true.
I won't hit you. Just tell me, is it the truth?
Really, sir. I still see them every time I try to sleep.
Aha. Alright. So what do the humans wear?
They wear the skins of dogs hunted down in the night, so no weapon can hurt them.
Right. Thanks.
See you later.
Mother of God.
They say you know about humans.
Fangs. They wear wolves' fangs to make themselves invisible in the dark. Then they can creep around like beasts of prey as sneaky as death.
That was quick.
Fangs. Goodbye.
Good health.
I got fucking everything.
Wonderful. Come with me.
What's taking them so long?
Oh, I really don't know.
Ready? Good. Now put it on.
Oh, definitely an improvement.
That's good. That's really fucking good.
You don't think it's too much?
It's perfect. If I met you at night, I'd shit myself.
That's exactly what humans look like.
Says the man who's never seen one.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what people think humans look like.
Yep, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all.
We're only just getting started.
How?
Nothing we can. Take care.
Have you heard about anything interesting going on lately?
Just some talk about lost sheep and indecent wenches. Probably nothing to interest you.
Maybe later. I was thinking of something more in the line of work opportunities.
I don't really have anything specific right now, but I did hear about something interesting from one of your neighbors.
Who?
I don't know his name, but it was about as old as you. He said his family owned the Scallots Tavern.
Young Adam, then. And the interesting part?
He decided he wanted to go back home. See the damage or so. And someone looted it right in front of his nose.
I know. I've met those scavengers before. It's not that interesting, just sad, really.
Well, it certainly isn't Christian. But the thing is, they were hiding money in that cellar of theirs.
As you wish.
And did he say where he was going?
He said he's going to Ratai, that he has some arrangements there.
It won't be easy to find him. Ratai's a little overcrowded nowadays.
Then you'll have to ask someone, won't you? Bloody hell. Do you want me to hold your hand while you do it?
I wouldn't count on it. The looters probably spent all of it by now if he crawled into the right tavern. And anyway, I'm sure they didn't exactly have the royal treasure hidden there.
This Adam said it was enough to fix a whole cottage, or to go exploring the world.
Alright, but it still seems shady. And you haven't really given me much to go on.
Maybe, but I don't have anything better. Why don't you find him, and ask him, and see where it leads you?
I'll be on my way then.
Go, and ask him when you see him. Maybe you'll think of something. God be with you.
God be with you.
You went to Skalitz on your own, didn't you? That took guts.
Not really. It took me a while before I could work up the courage.
That was sensible of you. I went back straight away, and I almost got killed.
I know. I heard. That's part of the reason I was so nervous.
And how did it go? Did you do everything you wanted?
There wasn't anything to do. Someone already did it before me. I wasn't even able to catch that thieving bastard.
What thief?
Some shady-looking character. Whole face smeared with soot. He shot out of the basement as soon as I went by and ran away with his loot. I got such a scare. I didn't think about running after him, and he stole absolutely everything, even our new kettle.
What did he look like?
I didn't get a good look at him. He was covered in soot, and his sack of loot was so full, he had the kettle tied to it on the outside. It was gleaming.
A sooty man, a big sack and a new kettle. Of course he could clean himself up and throw away the sack. Maybe it was a devil. Or a charcoal burner.
You know, it really could have been a charcoal burner. That sack definitely looked like a charcoal burner's sack, and there are a lot of those around Rovna, so he wouldn't have far to go.
What was it he took from your place?
I don't know. My father told me never to talk about it.
What harm is there in telling me now? I can't steal it. Someone got there before me.
That's true. My father hid some money and valuables there. There was a jeweled cross he wanted to give Bianca as a dowry.
What did the cross look like?
Why do you ask?
Well, if I saw it somewhere...
What? You want to look for it?
Well, like I said, if I see it or hear something about it, we'll see.
That would be so kind. I've nothing left. If I had that cross, at least I'd have something to remember them all by. The cross itself was silver, and it had a small red ruby in the middle, like a heart, and it was hanging on a red string.
And did you tell the catchpoles about it?
I did. Alex asked me what happened and then sent me straight to them.
And what happened?
They said they were sorry, but they don't have anyone who could search all the houses looking for a kettle. So they told me if I don't know who it was, then there's nothing they can do. See you later.
Good health.
I found Adam and asked him about his stolen stuff.
And did you find out anything useful?
You could say that. It was a man covered in soot who stole a new kettle and a silver cross.
No one tried to sell me a kettle, but that cross had a red stone and string, right?
How did you know? Don't tell me you're a fortune teller.
Of course not. Someone offered to sell it to me, but the whole thing seemed shady, so I told him I didn't want it.
And do you have any idea who it was?
I don't know his name, just said he's a charcoal burner. He's from Rovna, and only shows up here occasionally.
So a complete stranger just happens to wander in here and offers to sell you a stolen cross? Come on, you definitely know who it was.
I have got a reputation for being reliable and being able to arrange certain things.
Yes, that's what Fritz said. Andrew's the man to go to if you need anything tricky arranging. So surely you know what the charcoal burner's name is, right?
Well, I don't know everything. Just that the charcoal burner is called Tonchek, and he's from Rovna. But as for where exactly, I can't help you. I never went there, and I didn't ask.
So what did he say?
Nothing. He wanted something to eat and drink, and then left.
And that's it?
Yes. If he cursed me, then he did it under his breath.
All right, I'll look into it.
Take care.
Good health to you.
You're the charcoal burner, Tonchek.
That I am. What do you want?
I heard you had a nice cross.
I did. But what's that to you?
I want to buy it from you.
You're too late. I don't have it anymore.
That's a shame. And who did you sell it to?
You're a nosy one, aren't you? But what the hell? He ratted me out anyway. I sold it to Andrew. May the Lord watch over you.
God save you, Henry. Greeting.
I just wanted to ask about the cross.
What about it?
It wasn't with the rest of the loot, and he said that he sold it to you.
And you believed him?
I'd like to buy it from you.
You would? Well, if the price is right, how much are you offering? All right, that should cover my costs and efforts. Goodbye.
How's it going?
You know, I happened to run into that charcoal burner we were talking about. But,
But what?
I got something, but I doubt it was everything.
There was definitely more. But this is still better than nothing. Thank you. How much do I owe you?
No, I don't want anything. I'm glad to do a favor for a neighbor.
That's so generous of you, Henry. I'm very grateful. If you ever need anything...
I'll remember it.
Goodbye.
You won't believe it, but I found Bianca's cross.
Really? How did you find it?
It's a long story.
And?
It's yours. Take it.
Thank you, Henry. This is the only memory I have of them. How much do I owe you?
No, I don't want anything. I'm glad to do a favor for a neighbor.
That's so generous of you, Henry. I'm very grateful. If you ever need anything...
I'll remember it.
Good luck, then.
Adam, listen.
What?
I've got a tavern.
Well, Henry, I've always wanted to save a bit of coin and open my own tavern. To continue the family tradition, like Pa and Bianca. And now you come to me with this offer.
I know. That's exactly why I came to you.
Thank you. And you can count on me to keep the place full to bursting.
God be with you.